Good morning, students. Welcome to the online classes. Today I'm going to discuss the poem of class 10. It's in chapter 3, First Flight. The name of the poem is The Ball Poem, written by John Berryman. I'll discuss the poem line wise. So take out your pens and note down if you feel necessary to note down any details. The poem goes such a way. What is the ball now? Who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. So the first two lines expresses the boy's helplessness. The boy becomes helpless since for the first time in life he has experienced a sense of loss. So what the boy will do now, since the poet has seen the boy has just lost his ball. He saw it go. How the ball goes? The ball was merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over there it is in the water. So the boy is in grief since he has first experienced a sense of loss by losing his dearest possessions, that is the ball. On the other way, the ball getting freedom, it was merrily bouncing, merrily means cheerfully bouncing down the street, and then merrily again it went over to the water, maybe in a river. So first four lines expresses the movement of the ball, and since the ball has gone to the river, so the boy is in grief, he is helpless. So in the first two lines the word what has been used in repeated times. What is the ball now? Who has lost his ball? What is he to do? So these two what repeated in two lines, consecutive lines. So if any word is repeated in consecutive lines, it becomes an example of anaphora. A-N-A-P-H-O-R-A, anaphora. So what in the two lines is an example of anaphora. Again, in the second line, the word what has been repeated side by side, so it becomes also an example of repetition. In the third and fourth line, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over there it is in the water. So these two lines is an example of imagery, visual imagery. How the ball moves down to the street and then to the water, it gives a word picture in the reader's mind. So it becomes an example of imagery. So after losing the ball, how the poet tried to console the boy? No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. So no need to say there are other balls too. The boy is already in grief, so merely saying that you have other balls, such words will not work on the boy. The moment he has lost the ball, the final shaking grief freezes the boy, as if he is freezed in the grief since he has lost the ball. The boy has stood rigid, he has become stiff, he is trembling in grief. He is staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. So here the boy not only loses his ball, but at the same time with the ball he has lost his childhood memory. He has lost his childhood memory and at the same time his innocence, which are attached with the ball. As long as the ball is there with him, he is satisfied. The moment he has lost his ball, Not only he has lost his ball, but at the same time his childhood memory has also been lost, and that is why the boy is in grief, ultimate grief. I would not intrude on him a dime, another ball is worthless. So the poet decided that he would not make any disturbance, or the word intrude mean here to enter in a situations where one is not welcome. So the poet is not ready to intrude on him. The poet is not ready to make any disturbance. He knew it very well. A dime, dime means 10 cents in US. So a dime, another ball is worthless. So through a dime, the boy can buy another ball, but that new another ball is entirely useless or worthless, since the new ball will never give the boy the sense of belongingness. So the past ball, the ball which he has lost, with that ball he has some emotions attached. That emotion will never come back with the new ball, and that is why a dime, 10 cents, will not be a consolation to the poet, or sorry, to the boy. So therefore this one dime worth of ball, the new ball, has become a worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, the moment he lost the ball, he has understood a responsibility. In a world of material ownership, nothing is ours. Today or tomorrow we'll lose everything, be it material or be it our relations, which has been there with us for the long time. But all these things are temporary. Somehow today or tomorrow it will be lost. And for the first time, by losing the ball, the boy has sensed the first responsibility in the world of possessions, in a materialistic world. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. So this way, people will take ball. Here, ball is a symbolic word. Ball means the past memory or childhood memory. So people will take balls, childhood memories or anything from you. So ball will be lost always. So the poet here tries to console the boy by saying that ball or any materialistic possessions will today or tomorrow be lost. So you cannot hold them back. We have to understand this sense of loss. We have to adjust with this loss. And no one buys a ball back, and one cannot buy you the ball back. Meaning, one can buy you a new material, but with that new material, the old memory will never come back. Money is external. So money is an external part. With the money, feelings are not attached. Money is also like a material. It can give you something, but not everything. So therefore, money will never give you the feelings attached with any material. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes this epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. So the boy is gradually learning well behind his desperate eye. So he is desperate in his emotions, in his feelings. He is gradually, one by one, he is learning the sense of loss. This epistemology of loss. So he is learning the epistemology of loss. So what is the meaning of epistemology? It's a Greek word taken from epistem, E-P-I-S-T-E-M, which means knowledge, or to understand or to know. So epistemology means understanding the nature of loss. So the boy is gradually learning the sense of loss. He is understanding the nature of loss by losing the ball. And at the same time, he also understand how to bear the sense of loss, knowing what everyone must know one day know, and must know many days how to stand up. So not only the boy in the world is going to learn this first loss, but at the same time he learns with him the other people also know how to lose, how to adjust with the loss. Similarly, the boy is also learning with other boys the sense of loss, how to adjust or how to bear with the loss. Thank you.